Now, slope-intercept form is a special case. Suppose that a line goes through the point 0b, so it has a y-intercept of b, and the slope has a line of m. Then the point slope form, x sub 1 equals 0 and y sub 1 equals b, gives us y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. It'll give me y minus b equals m times x minus 0. So y would equal mx plus b. Notice the m is still the slope and b is the y-intercept. This is then called the slope-intercept form of an equation, which is a very handy form. The slope-intercept form, slope m, y-intercept is b, it's y equals mx plus b. This is the slope-intercept form of a line. And here we need to find the slope of a line. Well, if slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, here's my m. This slope equals 5. That was pretty easy. Now, graph the line that passes through this point. And we know a point and we know the slope. Let's think about what that slope means. Let's go for the point -2, -3 would be here. And the slope is -4/3, so that could be -4 over 3. That means the change in y is -4, and the change in x is a +3. Or -4/3 could also equal 4 over -3. So that could mean from this point I'll go rise, change up 4, and then -3 would be back 3, would be right here. And now I can have this line would go through these 3 points using a straight edge, would make it much better, and again I go clear across the graph. Find the slope and y-intercept of this line. Well, this is in standard form. Let's get it in slope-intercept form. So we want y equals. So -4y equals -3x plus 12. Divide by -4, y equals 3/4 x minus 3. And so the slope is 3/4, and the y-intercept, -b, so that would be the point 0, -3. Give the y-intercept as a point. They ask us to find an equation of a line through -2, 4, and 2, 2, and then graph it using slope-intercept form. So let's go ahead and do the point-slope form, but first we need to find the slope. So change in y from 4 to 2, it went down 2. Change in x from -2 to 2, it went up 4. So the slope is -1/2. Y minus 2 equals -1/2 times x minus 2, using point slope and this point. So y minus 2 equals -1/2 plus 1, or y equals -1/2 x plus 3. Now I've got it in slope-intercept form, and the y-intercept is 3, and the slope is -1/2. So down 1 and over 2. Notice this, I keep going down 1 and over 2, or I can go up 1 and back 2. Up 1 and back 2. Up 1 and back 2. Notice this line does have negative slope. And again, I drew my line clear across. You'll use a straight edge and actually make it through those points better. Use the graph to find the following. The slope, well, change in y from here to here, from 0 to 5, it went up 5 and over 2. So the slope is up 5 and over 2. Rise over run. The y-intercept, so the y-intercept, x would be 0, and it would be 0, 5. The x-intercept, y would be 0, and it crosses at -2, 0. That's using the graph, and we could find those easily. Use the graph here to complete the following. Write the equation that defines, okay, f of x, that's y equals, well, slope, rise, well, you know the slope is 5 over 2, 5 halves x, and the y-intercept was 5. That would give me the line. Equations of vertical and horizontal lines. An equation of a vertical line through the point AB, the equation is x equals a, and that has, of course, undefined slope, as vertical lines do. An equation of a horizontal line through the point AB is y equals b, and the slope there would be 0 for a horizontal line. Parallel lines. Two non-vertical lines are parallel if and only if they have the same slope. And perpendicular lines, two perpendicular lines, neither of which is vertical with no slope, are perpendicular if and only if their product is -1. The slopes of the vertical lines, then, the slopes of perpendicular lines, neither of which is vertical, are negative reciprocals. So if one slope is, say, 2, the negative reciprocal of that would be -1/2. So that's what the two slopes of perpendicular lines might look like. Find the equation in slope-intercept form of a line that passes through the point 2, -4 and satisfies the given condition. It's parallel. So that means the same slope to this line. Well, first let's find the slope of this line. So 2y, -2y equals -3x plus 5. Y equals 3/2 x minus 5/2. Okay. Well, we found the slope is 3/2, and it's parallel, so it's the same slope, and we have a point. So let's use point slope form. Y minus -4 will equal 3/2 times x minus 2. So y plus 4 will equal 3/2 x minus 3, or y will equal 3/2 x minus 7. That will be the equation in slope-intercept form. Now in this case, we want the perpendicular line. So first let's find the slope. -2y equals -3x plus 5. Y will equal 3/2 x minus 5/2. So the slope of this line is 3/2. The negative reciprocal of that would be -2/3. So that's the slope I want to use. And I'll use point slope form. So y minus 5 will equal -2/3 times x minus 3. Y minus 5 will equal -2/3 x plus 2. And y will equal -2/3 x plus 7. That would be my slope-intercept form for the perpendicular line.